Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me for this timeless pick a card channeled tarot reading. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to hear it. To choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of these crystals I'm going to introduce or one of the cards I'm about to reveal. I always align my intentions for your highest and best good. Once you've chosen your reading, you can go to the description box below where you'll find a link to all the readings as well as a list of all the cards that I use during each reading. All right, for reading number 1, we have the Sunstone. And for reading number 2, Labradorite. And for reading number 3, Phosphosiderite. Always have trouble with that one. Phosphosiderite. All right, let's look at the cards. For reading number 1, Wombat, card 68. For reading number 2, Frog, card 28. And for reading number 3, Buffalo, card 10. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal or card you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, if you're drawn to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, there may be additional messages for you there, so listen to more than one in that case. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Sunstone. And for the Wombat and the Sunstone, immediately I'm getting that you're planting something. Wombats live in the ground. They burrow in the ground. So we have that earth energy and it's beneath the surface, something new, something being planted. And then we have the sun energy of the Sunstone, something that seeds need to grow. So we'll see if that comes up in your reading, just something that the guides are sharing with me immediately. The Sunstone is about empowerment, personal power. It awakens confidence and helps you step into your sovereignty. It encourages independence, leadership, and the courage to shine authentically without apology. I'm definitely getting that illuminating, shining, vibrant energy from you. Spiritually, it burns away feelings of unworthiness, replacing them with a sense of divine self-trust. And like sunlight breaking through the clouds, Sunstone can dispel heavy or stagnant energy. It uplifts moods, ignites enthusiasm, and supports a joyful connection to life. I need to get a drink. One moment. Okay. The AC just kicked on, and sometimes that air blowing on me gets to my throat. Where were we? Supports a joyful connection to life. It is linked to prosperity and success and opportunities flowing more easily when you align with your radiance. Its fiery vibration is said to clear energetic blockages in the chakras, especially the sacral and solar plexus. It wards off negative or draining influences, strengthening your auric field. In ancient lore, Sunstone was believed to carry the light of the gods, offering protection during dark times, while Moonstone embodies the receptive, intuitive, feminine. Sunstone holds the active, radiant, masculine. Together, they balance the yin and yang. It can deepen connection to solar deities, life force energy, and cycles of life, encouraging growth and renewal. Spiritually, Sunstone teaches that true power shines brighter when shared. It awakens generosity of spirit, guiding you to use your gifts in ways that uplift and inspire others. All right, and the card that you chose, Wombat Spirit, Be at Home. This is encouraging you to be at home in yourself, in your own skin, being comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable with your true self, your authentic self, releasing the need to perform. And, I think that my throat is more than just the air conditioner. Sometimes these things manifest in me physically as a way that my guides communicate with me. So your throat chakra may need some clearing. It could be that you're having trouble speaking your truth, speaking your authentic feelings, because you may be filtering so that you don't upset others. You may be concerned about how your feelings, your words are received, and so you censor them or filter them. And Wombat Spirit is calling you to be comfortable with your truth. They are connected to the earth, so this act of being authentic is going to ground you. And again, it's like a seed because they have all these tunnels underneath the surface. And it's like all this work beneath the surface. Perhaps you've been doing shadow work, soul healing, uncovering hidden truths about yourself, about Earth, the cosmos, nature, energy, beginning to understand that. And wombats are marsupials. So they carry their young around in a pouch, but close to the earth. So this medicine teaches us to stay grounded while nurturing what is growing within us. They are slow, sturdy, deeply rooted in the land, reminding you to move at your own pace in rhythm with nature's cycles, your own cycles, again, rather than external pressures. And wombats have very thick hides and a strong backside, so they're able to block predators from entering their burrows. And this reflects the spiritual lesson of healthy boundaries. Yeah, that's what my throat is. You learning to speak your truth and set boundaries, healthy boundaries, knowing when to close off and how to protect your inner sanctuary. Could be as simple as no thank you. Their medicine is not about aggression, but about firmness and resilience, showing how gentle beings can still be fierce guardians. And there's also a message of dream work. Again, there's these burrows under the ground are like underworld passages. So this could be connected to your dreams, journey work, meditation, leading you to ancestral memory, hidden wisdom, soul treasures buried deep within. Wow, really, really interesting already, reading number 1. Let's find out more, okay? 3 of Wands. Expanding your horizons with new tools. The Devil. And the 9 of Swords. All right. Let's start with the Devil. That one seems the scariest to most people, so let's face it head on and get it out of the way. The Devil often points to places where we feel bound. We see these scissors here cutting, freeing. So bound to fear, old patterns, to power dynamics that keep us small. And so we're asking about speaking your truth and setting boundaries. But again, without aggression, just like the wombat. The chains are loose. What binds you is not unbreakable. You can step out of fear-based responses. And fear-based responses can be freezing and not saying anything, just self-silencing. It can be defensiveness, trying to explain yourself. And it can be aggression, being the aggressor, right? Those are all responses to fear. Silencing ourselves takes different forms. It could be literal silence, or it could be denying our truth and agreeing with others. So remember, these chains are loose. And your shadow is your ally. The devil, the dog confirms it. Okay, it's amazing how the dogs are tuned into your reading, and they will start barking when something important comes up in the reading, as to say, pay attention. So I don't know if you heard that or not, but they're definitely confirming it. So the shadow is your ally, and the devil asks you to look at your triggers, where anger or defensiveness arises, and see them as signals, not enemies. Anger shows where your boundaries have been crossed. That's, every emotion has a purpose. It's like a language. It's your body's language, letting you know what is going on. And anger shows us where our boundaries are and when they've been crossed. But you can choose how to channel that fire. You can anchor in grounded presence, just like the energy of the wombat, being grounded. Before you speak, pause, feel your feet on the ground. Connect to your solar plexus. You can even place a hand over your solar plexus or your heart. And this connects you to calm authority rather than reactive fire. And I really feel your solar plexus is strengthening. It's like my guides are showing me something with your solar plexus awakening, and it's like there was something, it's like when gears are stuck, like some little tiny thing gets in there that blocks it from spinning correctly, and that's going to like pop out. And that energy is going to flow up to your heart and throat chakra. Look at the purple here. Yeah, it's flowing up, giving you a new sight, a new perspective as well. Allowing you to cut those cords. You can actually see cords between these two goats. So this is, again, calm authority, just with a calm voice. No, thank you. That's not for me. I can't. Whatever it is, you're going to find the right words. It's going to be simple. You don't have to over-explain. You don't even have to explain. No, thank you. You don't have to say why. And just naming things without blame. So instead of, you always do this, try, I feel this when this happens and I need this. Again, these are, depending on the different scenarios. If it's somebody that you interact with daily, that may be a better approach. I feel this when this happens, and I need this. If it's somebody you don't see as often, it could just be, no thank you, cutting the cords, right? And some of these cords that you're cutting are to past experiences that are echoing into the present, that are reminders. It's like something happens that triggers that connection to the past, that makes you feel small, that makes you freeze, that makes you fawn, or makes you fight, makes you have those reactive responses. But truth is strong when it is centered in your experience rather than directed as an attack. And you can practice your voice, practice saying things. I feel limited when I am not given a choice. And I need choices, just very matter-of-factly. And also remember that clarity is kindness. Boundaries do not require a wall of fire. They can be a clear doorway. So, for example, you could say, I'm not available for that conversation right now. That's it. Simple, clean, and firm. Don't over-explain. And the devil's energy is primal power. If you reclaim it consciously, it becomes charisma, creativity, and magnetism, not aggression. Imagine your words glowing like embers, right? We have the Sunstone. warm, bright, illuminating, but not scorching. This is, I feel, a very powerful transformation. When we have a major arcana card, that is a big life change. This is huge. So breathe, do a breath of release, like center yourself, connect to that sun power that's inside you in your solar plexus before speaking a boundary. Exhale deeply through the mouth, releasing any tightness in your chest. And speak from the breath that follows. All right, the Three of Wands. You know, this is expanding your horizons. We see these boats, right? You're standing on the shore, looking out at a vast horizon. A reminder that your worth and radiance are not hidden inside a closed box, but alive in the way that you face the world and the way the world reflects back to you. This is about vision and expansion. This card whispers that your worth isn't measured by what you've already done. It is revealed in expanse of your vision and your willingness to step into new experiences. This is radiance in action. Wands are fire, and the three is about movement beyond your comfort zone. Your inner light grows brighter when you dare to send your ships out, to risk sharing your gifts with the wider world. Again, they're showing me your solar plexus. It's like something in that gear breaks free, breaking your chains. You see your own worth. You feel grounded and comfortable in yourself. And this gives you the tools, the courage, the belief in yourself, the confidence to set these boundaries and to do it with calm, with presence. And this is, again, you standing tall, knowing the vastness of this horizon affirms your presence. The Three of Wands says, see your worth in the way the universe opens before you when you take a single step forward. Honor what you've already sent out. Your worth glimmers in all that you've planted, all the ripples you've created. Spend time acknowledging what you've already set in motion. Appreciate yourself, each creation, each project, each seed, each ritual, every accomplishment. All of that wisdom is part of your radiance. You have acquired tools already. And trust these tools to allow you to step out of your comfort zone, to expand your horizons. You're carrying these tools forward with you. What horizons are calling you? And radiance as a daily practice. Your light grows when it's tended. Choose one small act each day that feeds your fire. Maybe wearing a color that makes you feel alive. Maybe blessing your tea with intention, or speaking one kind truth to yourself in the mirror. Claim your future self. This is a card about bringing your future self into the present and who you're becoming Who do you want to become? You are radiant. You are worthy. You are sovereign. So it could be an external event that happens, that it's like finally you've had enough, and that just breaks free something, snaps these chains, shows you your worth, and you realize, I am worth more than this. And then you begin to cut these cords, to loose these chains from yourself, freeing yourself. And the Nine of Swords, I love that they're wavy. They kind of match the stripes on the tiger's back. And the fact that they're wavy, again, these swords aren't real. They're the element of air. They're the thoughts. It's that midnight of the mind, those thoughts that keep us up at night, that self-doubt, the ache of what if. And yet this card is also the key to your freedom. These swords can't cut you. They're not real. They're air. They're false. Your thoughts are not facts. This is authenticity requires compassion, and it's compassion towards yourself. That harsh inner critic that keeps you awake at night, that maybe says things to you at night when you're lying in bed about what you did wrong or what you should have said, what you should have done. That harsh inner critic is the voice that says you are not enough or you're too much. So to feel comfortable in your own skin, you must soften that voice and not obey it. You are just the right amount, and you are worthy. This card reminds you that shame and fear are garments too heavy for the soul. You are being invited to take them off, to return to your own bare truth. And fear dissolves when it's named. Much of the torment of the nine is invisible. Worries that grow in the dark. Speaking your truth out loud. Journaling or naming your fears in safe company takes you away, or takes away their hidden power. So when you catch yourself spiraling, gently ask, is this my truth or just an old echo? Remember, it's those echoes from the past that make us fawn, fight, run away. And it's the same echo in the past that is that harsh inner critic. Authenticity lives in what is real now, not in the imagined worst case scenario. So bring light into the darkness, literally and symbolically. You can have a candle, a morning sunlight on your face, or a visualization of radiant glow around your body. This breaks the grip of the shadow and reminds you that you are the light in the dark. I mean, they are showing me a seed beneath the surface, and as it bursts out of its shell, out of its seed coat, that there is this light that burst forward. And that's you. There's something in you growing so that you can see your own worth, so that you feel safe in your own skin, so that you feel centered and grounded. Instead of trying to fix yourself, say, I am already whole. My authenticity is my wholeness. Comfort comes not from perfection, but from presence. The Nine of Swords lives in the mind. The antidote is embodiment. Stretch, dance, be in your body. Breathe, lay on the earth. Filling your physical body with tenderness reminds you that you belong here in this skin. Wow. Reading number 1, this is so powerful, so huge. I just see this level up. And for many of you, it's just a tweak. It's just, you've already done so much work. You already have so many great tools. You've already grown past so much of past hurts and wounds, and you've transmuted them and transformed them into these marvelous tools. But there's just one little thing that still gets your goat. One little thing. And you recognize that, and you're like, how can I tweak that? And I see you doing it. I see you doing it. And it centers in you seeing your worth and you being compassionate with yourself. Reading number 1. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. And wow, definitely have some transformation going on with this Labradorite and the frog spirit, both connected to transformation. Labradorite strengthens clairvoyance, clairaudience, and dream recall. It helps you trust your inner light, your inner sight, opening doorways to messages from guides, ancestors, higher consciousness. Many mystics call it the magician's stone, and I'm getting a lot of magic from this reading already with this frog, because it awakens the ability to see beyond illusions. And just how the light shifts, you can see how the light shimmers, reflects. When it's turned, Labradorite reminds you that you are multifaceted, capable of transformation. Spiritually, it supports you in embracing change without fear, teaching you that your authentic self is revealed through cycles of growth. Labradorite strengthens the aura, creating a shimmering field that deflects negative energy and psychic interference. It helps sensitive souls walk in the world without absorbing energies that are not theirs. In ritual, it is often used as a cloak of protection when doing spiritual work. Its flashes resemble the northern lights, linking you to cosmic energy and the unseen realms. It deepens meditation, journey work, and dream travel, helping you navigate liminal spaces with clarity. Labradorite balances the rational and intuitive mind, weaving logic and mysticism together. It soothes overactive thoughts and brings calm to anxiety, allowing you to rest in the mystery without needing every answer. And you got a frog. I love it. I feel like you're connected to nature, like a druid or a kitchen witch. I'm getting that kind of vibe. Somebody who would notice frogs and toads in their garden. Frogs live so close to water that they embody its cleansing qualities. And it says here, clear out the clutter. Spiritually, frog clears emotional heaviness, stagnant energy, and old attachments. Their medicine is like a rainstorm after a drought, washing away what no longer serves, leaving you fresh and receptive. And of course, they have the transformation message energy, just like the Labradorite, from egg to tadpole to land dwelling frog. Their life cycle is a living teaching of metamorphosis. Frog helps you accept transitions, even the uncomfortable in between stages, as sacred. It says, trust your becoming. Amphibious by nature, frogs move between water, the unconscious, emotions, spirit, and land, the physical, manifest world. They support those who journey between worlds and outer life, dreamers, healers, and seers. The frog's croak is a chorus that often rises after rain. Spiritually, frog awakens the voice of the soul, encouraging you to sing, chant, and speak your truth in resonance with nature's rhythms. For those holding back their voice, frog offers release and authentic sound. And frogs lay hundreds of eggs, symbolizing fertility, creativity, and new opportunities. They remind you that abundance flows when you align with the cycles of nature rather than forcing outcomes. It's guiding us back to cyclical living and the wisdom of water as the life bringer. And I'm really getting these magical vibes from you, or maybe you like to word things more as, the quantum energy. But what I see is that you're so close to transforming your own desires into something physical, tangible, realizing your dreams. And you're also transforming yourself into this alchemist or magical person that can create. So let's find out more about that. I'm so excited for you. If you are a person that used to play with frogs or toads or has seen one in your garden recently, or if you have a frog tattoo, I'm also seeing that, please put that in the chat. I definitely see you as a magical person. Oh, there we go. Elder of Swords. I feel like you're so close. Ace of Cups. And the Lovers. Yes. All right, this makes so much sense. All right, so the Elder of Swords. This is someone who has mastered their mind. I love that they have the thinker there with the crown over his head. This is the card of the wise truth keeper. The one who has walked through doubt, learned discernment, and now sits in clear authority over the mind. So your magic begins with clarity. The Elder of Swords knows that magic is not only wands and candles, it is thought, word, and intention wielded with precision. This is authority over your mind. That creates sovereignty over your magic. This elder has mastered the mental realm, To believe in your magic, you must gently but firmly take back authorship of your inner narrative. And again, I feel you're so close. It's just tweaking something. Speak your truth as a spellcraft. Every word you utter shapes reality. The elder sits on a throne of air because thought and speech are the element, their element. When you speak of yourself as magical, you're not pretending, you're weaving. So when you want something and you move in that direction, notice any resistance to it. And that's the little tweak. That's what you need to reframe. Any belief that you can't do it, or that you can't do it easily, or that you can't do it now, you have to do something first. That's what you want to tweak. That's what you want to reframe. And notice what you say. Now, a magical person is not going to share their spells with others, even if what you say is creating your reality. You are not revealing your knowledge of magic, your power in front of others. There may be little hidden things that you say that they don't recognize as magic, but you don't reveal, right? You don't reveal anything to them. There's also a message about writing, because the suit of swords is thoughts, it's words, communication, and also writing. So it could be writing down your intentions as if they've already taken form. And also protecting yourself. You see a sword behind him and a sword in front of him. Protect your mind from what you read, what you watch, what you allow your mind to consume. Not everything on the internet, not everything on the news, not everything your coworker shares is truth. So if those sources in any way dampen or weaken your belief, then you want to protect yourself from them. Don't let them in. Shield yourself. Remember, we're clearing out the clutter, and the Elder of Swords does this. So that could mean meditation, journaling, breath work to clear out mental clutter. A clear mind is a fertile field for magic. Choose what you take in, clear out the clutter, and sometimes clearing out the clutter is reframing those beliefs that aren't in alignment with who you are and who you want to be and what you want to create. The Ace of Cups is that tweak to manifest your desires like magic. You begin with the heart. You begin with overflow. The Suit of Cups is all about our emotions. And this card is brimming over. It's the source of love, intuition, and emotional abundance. Magic begins when you align desire with heart-centered truth. So You have what you want, right? And then you protect it from any thoughts that don't align with that. If you want something, then you're meant to have it. It's that simple. It wouldn't be planted there if you weren't. And manifestation is not about gripping tightly to what you don't have yet, but about feeling so full in your inner wellspring that life naturally mirrors your joy back to you. And I feel like with this frog spirit, that fertility of creativity is right there. I see it coming to you. This ace is an offering, a gift from the divine, a reminder that you are worthy to receive. Believing in your worth is the very spell that makes manifestation flow. So ask not only what you want, but how it feels. Feelings are the water that carry your magic to the world. For example, if you desire a home filled with warmth, laughter, and safety, right? Describing it that way carries more magnetism than I want a house, right? The more you nurture yourself with beauty, love, play, and care, the more magnetic you become. When your cup overflows, your desires spill into the natural world, just naturally. So this is filling your cup first and anchoring desire in your emotion, and then creating ritual of overflow. Each morning, visualize your heart as this chalice. See it filling with light until it overflows, streaming into every area of your life. Whisper your desires into this flow as though dropping petals into water. The ace teaches that manifestation is not just action, but also openness. Practice receiving compliments, kindness, and synchronicities as signs you are already magnetic. Stay receptive and acknowledge when you receive, because you are receiving. And uniting the heart plus intention. Manifestation magic happens when clear intentions in the mind merges with emotional resonance in the heart. The Ace of Cups shows you the heart's part, open, soft, and abundant. And here we have the Elder of Swords, the mind's part. And then we have the Lovers, which is the union of both. It is that inner harmony of both. So it's just some little tweak, making sure that everything you think about, where you put your energy, everything you say is in alignment with what you desire, what you want to create. The Lovers isn't only about romance, it's the archetype of union, choice, and alignment. Spirit is showing you that your path of manifesting your magic lies in the marriage of the mind and the heart, head and heart together. So the Elder Swords gives you discernment and clarity. The Ace of Cups gives you love and overflow. And the Lovers remind you that your true power comes when intellect and intuition are not at war, but in harmony. This is about aligned choices. Choose from wholeness, not fear. Every time you align your thoughts with your deepest feelings, you choose authenticity, and that is magic. This is sacred union within you. Spirit's guidance is not to chase what's outside first, but to bring yourself into inner marriage. Your divine masculine clarity, structure, action, and divine receptivity, love, flow, woven together in balance. And look at this pearl, that treasure within you. That pearl is within you. So asking yourself, does this desire honor both my mind's truth and my heart's joy? Then you know it's aligned. If you, or maybe a better way to phrase it is, what of my beliefs support my desires? If any of your beliefs do not, then that's how you can reframe that belief so that it does. It's not that the desire is not meant for you. It's just that that belief needs to be tweaked. So move toward what feels like love for yourself, for others, for life, and you will always be on the right path. Wow. Reading number 2, you're so magical. Not because you choose mind over heart or heart over mind, but because you are weaving them together into living truth. And when that clarity and love align, manifestation becomes effortless, as natural as breath. Wow. Please let me know if this resonates, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the Phosphosiderite, and I love how the colors match. I don't know if you noticed, all of the stones today match the cards with them. And we have here Buffalo Spirit, card number 10. The abundant universe provides. Love it. Phosphosiderite has a energy that calms the nervous system and eases overthinking, helping you rest in presence. It soothes grief, anxiety, or emotional turbulence, acting as a balm for the heart. Spiritually, it teaches that true healing often comes in stillness and softness. Phosphosiderite resonates with the third eye and crown chakras, supporting communication with guides, angels, and ancestral wisdom. It opens a bridge to higher planes while keeping you gently grounded, so mystical insights can be integrated into daily life. Many healers use phosphosiderite in regression or ancestral work. It helps unveil patterns carried across lifetimes and softens the cords connected to past wounds. It offers access to soul lessons without overwhelm. It's very gentle, reminding you that you are safe to witness your own story. And its lilac glow is a vibration of compassion for self, for others, for all beings. Working with it helps release harsh judgment and invites forgiveness, which clears the way for expansion and deeper spiritual alignment. While it opens the higher chakras, it does have iron content in it. That's the siderite, and it keeps you connected to earth. This makes it a rare stone that supports both transcendence and grounding, helping you walk as a bridge between realms. And I'm really getting this earthy, spiritual wisdom vibe from you. Somebody who's very grounded in their spirituality and sees spirit in everything. Trees, animals, stones, everything. Perhaps you even see the spirit of your food. I see somebody who, when they eat, before they eat, they thank the spirit of that corn, of that animal, of that potato, that carrot, that vegetable, that fruit, that fish, whatever it is that they're consuming, they're connecting with the spirit of that living being and thanking it for its gift, raising the vibration of that spirit that gave you the offering of itself as food, and then raising the vibration of the food that you then consume. So if this is something you do, how beautiful. This is what my guides are showing me. Please let me know. If it's not something that you do, then this is a nudge from your guides to perhaps start doing this. Wow. And then we have buffalo spirit. Buffalo medicine teaches that true prosperity flows from appreciation, just like what the guide showed me with the food. When you honor what you have, then more is given. It reminds us that abundance is not greed, but balance, taking only what is needed and offering thanks in return. It's connected to prayer, spirit. In Native tradition, buffalo is tied to the great mystery and the sacred pipe. It appears often signals prayers being heard and answers. Buffalo invites you to walk in reverence, and that is the vibe I'm getting from you. Somebody who has this energy of reverence, treating every act as spiritual, prayerful. And buffalo, with its heavy body and sure steps, symbolizes staying rooted to the earth. Spiritually, it offers resilience, stability, and the ability to withstand storms without losing your way. It encourages you to move steadily, not rushing, trusting that life will provide. Buffalo medicine reminds you that all life is interconnected. To receive is also to give. It encourages humility, remembering you are part of the great circle of life, not above it. Spiritually, they link you to ancestors and the strength of those who endured before you. They teach you that perseverance and survival can be sacred acts in themselves. Wow. Let's find out some more from the tarot. All right, we have the Eight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. And the Nine of Swords, interesting. We got that in reading number 2 in the same place. All right, with this Phosphosiderite, that is the correct pronunciation, I believe. My guides are showing me that maybe worry, and we have the Nine of Swords here as well. There is this worry that something's going to go wrong, something's not going to work out, you're not going to have enough. Just this constant overthinking, worrying. And it's blocking your abundance, your gifts. All right. The Eight of Swords. We're asking how you can trust the universe will provide and that things are working out for your highest and best good. To release you from the cage of worry, illusion of restriction. We see this lion in a cage, but it's not a true prison. The way forward exists, but fear, doubt, and mental loops, and I'm hearing worry, creates this illusion of entrapment. So trust versus fear. This card reflects the moment when your mind says that you can't, you're stuck, it won't work out, and what if this, what if that? Yet Spirit is whispering, you are free already. Step forward. The Eight of Swords teaches that trust is not found in waiting for proof. It blooms the moment you loosen the lock, the cage, the blindfold, and take a step, even when you can't see the whole path. So instead of asking, what if this doesn't work out? Ask, what if it does? And that simple pivot cracks the illusion wide open. It's going to take daily practice. You don't need to see the whole picture. Just taking one step at a time. Trust grows when you take one small step and let the universe meet you halfway. This is about trusting the universe. It's like you're worried that Spirit doesn't have your back, and you need to begin to believe and trust that your guides, your ancestors, Spirit, Source, Gaia, nature, you're part of all of that, and it is going to provide and take care of you. That's the medicine of the buffalo. That's the wisdom. So this little cage is restricting you. It's self-doubt or overthinking. And one thing you can do is you could actually write down fears, then tear them up or burn the paper and symbolically remove that cage that's binding you, that mental cage. And look back at the times that the universe has already provided. You're still here. Look at the synchronicities, the blessings, the just-in-time things, support. And gather these as living proof to soothe your mind when doubt returns, and recognize every time that you are provided for begin to say new things to yourself like, see, I am provided for. See, the universe has my back. Things always work out. Create a new set of phrases that you use for self-talk. And speak to the universe as an ally, not a judge. It's not here to punish you. It's like there's this old paradigm of thinking that there's this external force that is trying to punish you, and it's not. It's an ally. It's your own mind that's keeping you trapped in that belief. So choose to walk in trust. Be guided, be provided for, and meet it all with gratitude. You are free. And the Ace of Pentacles is Spirit's pure yes to your desire for manifestation. It's the seed, it's the sprout, it's the first tangible sign that the unseen is becoming real. The Ace of Pentacles is anchoring vision into form. It's a sacred seed. Spirit is handing you fertile soil and a seed, and your desires already exist in the subtle realms. Now it's about planting them in matter, rooting in earth. This card reminds you that the body, your daily rituals, your practical steps are as magical as prayers and intentions. This is not bypassing the physical, it's moving through it. This is new opportunities. The Ace says the physical plane is opening to you. New resources, people, allies, opportunities, they are appearing as a result of your aligned action. Write down your desires, plant it in the ground or in a pot. And this creates a living, growing anchor for your manifestation. And you're moving in micro steps. This is earth energy. We can't force the seed to sprout. We can't force the flower to bloom. So little steps. Every physical action, even the smallest, is an offering to Spirit. So if you desire abundance, open a savings jar. It's just symbolic. Every time you have change, put it in that jar. If you desire healing, prepare nourishing meals. If you desire connection, send one heartfelt message to someone. These are sacred acts of grounding. Manifestation becomes stronger when you anchor it in the body. So engaging the senses, speak your desire aloud, light a candle, taste food with intention, touch the earth or a stone. This tells your whole being it's real. Breathing it in, smelling it in, smelling it in. Is that even a real thing? But you know, when you're outside and you smell the pine needles or the wood on the ground, the earth, the rain, just I'm gonna coin it, smell it in. Yes, bring it into the body, that energy, that blessing, feel it. And partnering with Spirit, bringing that into your daily practice, starting your morning by saying, I plant my desire in this day. Guide me to the steps that bring it into form. All right, you can be speaking to your higher self, to your guides, your ancestors, source, whatever resonates with you. And just walking with gratitude. recognizing all the blessings that come to you during the day. And just as a seed takes time beneath the soil, your manifestations, they need to take root before they sprout. The Ace of Pentacles asks you to trust both the unseen rooting and the visible blossoming. Look at all of that growth. I see a lot of growth for you. And the Nine of Swords, this is, it's a card of sleepless worry. Again, that worry. But swords are the element of air, and thoughts are not facts. All right? Notice that this happens at night in the dark. Morning always comes, and Spirit says your fears are not your truth. They are passing shadows, and you're learning to see through them. The 8 showed these illusionary swords, and the 9 shows the echo of those illusions in the mind. Spirit's positive message. You are breaking the cycle by noticing it. Awareness is the first act and the most powerful liberation. Every fear is a gateway to trust. All right? And your mind is a garden, not a gel. So this card appears not to trap you, but to show you where you most need compassion. When you soothe these thoughts with love, the path clears even faster. So when you are fearful, see that fear as a young version of yourself, and see the adult you speaking to that child with comfort. What would you say to a child that's fearful? You wouldn't show them you're worrying. You would be encouraging. You would be calm. You tell them everything's going to be all right. Turn that inward to your own fear. You're breaking the cycle. This is powerful liberation. And you know what? We have the 9 of Swords and we have the 10 right here. Look at that. The 9 is the darkest hour before the 10, where completion and release arrive. So Spirit is affirming you are on the cusp of liberation. Your worries are proof that your old skin is cracking, making way for manifestation. It's that last breath of life in those old stories, old beliefs, old fears, trying to grasp at straws to keep you imprisoned, but it's not going to work. This time you are already out the door, liberating yourself. All right? Wow. Reading number 3. This is so powerful. I'm so happy for you. You are transforming. Absolutely. You're not trapped. You're transforming. And you are doing something really spiritual, anchoring in this new truth into the physical with small daily practices that's going to make a huge transformation. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.